Alright everyone, so this is the 2004 Neon srt4. This is the one that is for sale. I'm going to just go over a couple of things. We're going to do a little walk around and then I'm going to start it up. It's in really good shape cosmetically and the motor is absolutely perfect. The only known issue is the one that is stated with the transmission, where the throwout bearing and or clutch fork is no good. It'll go into the gears just fine when it's off, no problem at all, until you turn the car on, and then you have a really hard time getting into gear from there. If you start it up in first and you get going, which the clutch will grab just fine. You can shift into second, third, fourth, fifth doing that. It's just very difficult, and with the bushings being pretty much shot, it's kind of tough. But when I put my own bushings on, I was able to get it through all the gears. So, the transmission feels all right. The clutch feels good. Well, not good, but it feels all right. The pedal, not so much. But the slave cylinder, that helped the pedal quite a bit. So we're not getting the amount of clutch pedal that I think I'm supposed to be getting, so I'm sure that's attributing to part of the problem. But with this trip coming up pretty soon, I would rather just sell it, kind of get back what I've got into it. I'm going to Spain, France, Italy, and Switzerland for a total of 2 months. Coming up here pretty soon with my wife and I, so we've got to get this stuff out of here. But let's get into the car. Enough of the bullshit. It's got AGP solid mounts all the way around, so you got the upper, there's the lower passenger one in there somewhere, and then the transmission mount. You've got a hard pipe with a little bit of damage done to the side there. It could be welded up very easily. Turbo XS RFL blow-off valve with some boost controller, manual boost controller I've never heard of. HBC, I think that is. I've never heard of it. What else? I think that's it for modifications. It's pretty much bone stock. It came with the stock airbox. So we're just gonna do a little walk around. Take a look at the car. Everything's in really good shape. The paint is good. It does need a good wash, but it is in great shape for 180,000 miles. Sorry, it's really dirty. I don't know what that crap is right there. It comes off. I don't know what it is. I got a lot of it off. Just, you gotta work at it. I think if you get your buffer, it'll come right out. I don't have a buffer. So that's the thing. The only real cosmetic problem would be this little nick right here. That wouldn't cost very much to get repaired. You could probably even do it yourself. A little scuff. Paint is in really good shape. Really shiny. Paint's twice as good as mine. Mine's only got 100,000 miles on it. Has a sunroof. For some reason, the sunroof was taped shut. I thought it leaked, and it doesn't. I've poured gallons and gallons of water on it, and it does not leak. The motor works. You just have a hard time closing it. It'll open no problem. Closing is the issue. And there is a little dent on the fender. And the headlights aren't so great. But they all work. Headlights work. They'll pass inspection. Alright. So, the car's cold. I haven't started it yet. I don't know. Yep, nice and cold. Normally there'd be some condensation. We're gonna go start it. paranoid about having the car running and not being in it. The engine absolutely purrs. I'll let it warm up first before I really gas it up. I have been driving it a little bit around the block. You know, in between fixes, trying to see if I can figure out what the heck is going on. You know? There are, it's kind of funny, you can see there's like spider webs. I mean, I'll get back in a minute after it's warmed up, and we'll rev it up a little bit. All right.